Yo, what is up, chat? I went ahead and skipped the stream shenanigans this time around because we did end up starting the match a little bit later than anticipated. Just no big worries, but we'll have to do the normal stream shenanigans and stuff while we get here into our first game of Luma Fan Club Professional Bystanders. Joining me is Minnie as co-caster. What's up, Minnie?
Yo!
Yo.
Yo!
Good evening to everyone in chat and welcome. Should be a pretty interesting game. We haven't seen much out of Professional Bystanders, but we've seen a whole lot out of Luma Fan Club, haven't we? I mean, 5-0, and tonight, I think they're gonna tell you guys why.
I mean, started off just the man of the hour hotshot. He's just been on a tear recently. He's just been feeling it. I don't know. It's like Professional Bystanders in a bit of a mess on the defense there. Hotshot quickly punishes it with the fake flip reset. Stage strike first. Luma's Fan Club.
Yeah, I mean, Day Strike First is going to be a pretty recurring theme throughout the course of this series if you guys can't tell already. Professional Bystanders still looking to find a foothold in the beginning of their series, or in the beginning of their season I should say, but Luma Fan Club have definitely found him. Now it's going to be Domo. Big here over to Argon. You can tell Luma Fan Club loves those passing plays. If you've seen some of the highlights in the past, you may know that the passing plays from Argon and Hotshot are really on fire as of recent. And we'll see if they can keep up some of that magic getting into the series.
Yeah, but speaking of passing plays, we see one from the side of Professional Bystanders here. Response from a miss off of Hotshot, King right to Monkey. Argon not ready for that pass at all, and we have ourselves a tie game here, we see.
Just what you'd like to see. I mean, already some brilliant passing plays being developed, and you know what they say, fight fire with fire. The passing plays from Luma Fan Club can be deadly, but so are that of Professional Bystanders. If they can get some of the passing plays going, then it's going to be a pretty cut, clear, and dry game. That being said, both teams have equalized here 1-1 apiece. So we now start to get into the latter half of game number 1. Couple minutes on the clock here to make a big difference. Now Doma takes this guy, sees a Hotshot in the corner. Hotshot redirect opportunity. Doesn't find it, it's been denied. But now Argon also looking to punch hole in the backboard. Penguin's all over it though, and speaking of Penguin, he's found himself in a pretty interesting situation. Tier 1 of this team, and I mean, like we talked about before, it's his first time in the Tier 1 spot. You can see he's still trying to adjust to fill that role.
Yeah, I don't even remember what happened. I'm not even paying attention to that full lab. I just see Hotshot with an open net. I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah, Penguin still trying to find that secret formula on how to be a Tier 1 player. Is another midfield pass coming from Luma's Fan Club. Argon right to Doma. No response. No one's clearing this pass from Professional Bystanders. And 2 goals here for Luma's Fan Club.
A 2-goal lead, and this is about the time in the game where you like to, or where we usually see Luma Fan Club start to lay off on some of the offense. You can tell that they only send one player up on the pitch once they start getting that 2-goal cushion. Now it's going to be Domo. King has actually pre-jumped this out of respect for his opponent. Penguin though takes to the skies with that much boost to work with. He tries to send it midfield, does get a solid 50 as well to deny Hotshot of some space. It's going to allow Monkeylicious to rotate in, try to get a hole into that backboard, but Argon's all over it. Hotshot as well. This is likely going to be a big clear for him, but does take a little bit too much time. Possibly a little miscommunication happening on the side of Luma Fan Club.
Yeah, there was a big opportunity there for Professional Bystanders, but Monkey turned and hit it off the backboard. Someone should have been there for Monkey to help support on the offensive side of things. That's the pass. Now we see an opportunity from Professional Bystanders. They are starting to kick offense, and King comes out of nowhere from the sky, and he cuts the lead to a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, no one saw that follow-up coming from King, and now as we approach halftime in regulation for game number 1, this game is looking a lot closer than it did at the beginning. Luma Fan Club holding onto that 1-goal lead though. The Hotshot looking for an open net is just off the crossbar. Domo's not able to find the angle either. Using that backflip, Argon comes up empty as well. Professional Bystanders looking to buy some space here as Monkeylicious does calculate a fake, which buys Penguin a lot of space, but Hotshot space? I mean, he doesn't know it. He is all over every challenge, ego challenging every ball possible, making sure to not have Professional Bystanders any opportunity to get this 1-goal comeback.
We see Luma's Fan Club, but they are trying to get another goal, just so they can have a more of a cushion lead, as a 1-goal lead in Rocket League is never not safe at all. I see a chance. Argon trying to snipe it straight towards the net, but Monkey's blocking all angles. Now Penguin off the back wall, but no one's there to support him. King with the clear. Cuts it across the whole field. Penguin with the follow. Beat by Argon, who's trying to send this across the net. Not able to at all. Domo, see what he can try to do with it, but not much threatening offensive pressure coming up from both teams. But if you're professional Bystanders, it's got to be more of a threat. They need more support on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, you can see they're coming this close every time. Another opportunity gone to the wayside as Domo finds the clear, but I feel like that's one that should have at least had a better shooting opportunity for professional Bystanders. It's now Luma Fan Club threatening the counterattack. Argon's up for the shot, is just off the crossbar. Domo is gonna choose not to commit to it, sees his teammate going for the backboard instead, as Luma Fan Club still holding on to that 1-goal lead, which they've kept. For the better part of the last minute and change, looking to add another as Argon's very strong 50. Monkeylish is so awkward here, but thankfully Argon has actually managed to pinch it backwards.
Yeah, I mean, so far just basic Rocket League coming out from both teams. No one's really trying to do anything special other than that King goal, and Kacha trying to sneak in a shot. Monkey's ready for it, gets the save. King with the follow-up clear, but Domo sent it right back. Right in front of Penguin's lap though, but he ends up giving the ball away. Monkey's trying to get the follow-up touch, but he ends up missing it, and now gives Hasha an opportunity to do something with this ball. He's looking for the double touch, can't even find the angle. It's off the back wall, but no follow from Luma's Fan Club. I think they're okay with this 1-goal lead, but the last 12 seconds here, Wasey, can go wrongly in favor of Luma's Fan Club. As I say that.
Yep, that's the nail in the coffin for game number 1. Elias Penguin, maybe he was looking for a follow-up touch there off his initial touch from the backboard, but unfortunately sends it slamming into the ceiling, and Hotshot finds his way towards an opening with 7 seconds left in game number 1. Professional Bystanders going to have to look again, change up the strategy a little bit, especially with the amount of offense that Luma Fan Club has been carrying. Professional Bystanders have found it necessary to conserve boost as much as possible. You could see them running out of resources pretty often in terms of surviving on the defense, and if you're able to prevent some of that from happening, some of those boost steals, then Professional Bystanders could potentially be in a bit of a better spot, Mini.
Yeah, it's definitely a boost game for them, because like you said, they're always stuck on their defense. I mean, 12 shots to 3 says it all, but you also got to look at the most of the goals that they scored, Professional Bystanders. I mean, one of them I think was a counterattack, and the second of the goal was just straight peak offense coming from King. Weird saying that, but it is what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, don't disrespect my boy King. He's been putting in work on the offense recently. I mean, some of the last games we've seen from Professional Bystanders, it was always King taking the shots, making the goals reality. King has been making it happen in terms of the offense for the Bystanders.
Yeah, I agree. I think King is like the main offensive force in his team as well. But I shouldn't be just one player for a team. The way they're built, they should be working around with each other. The way 2 Goals World Cup's been doing it, the way Calm and Collected have been doing it, this is another team that should be playing around that same formula of they all need to work together to cook some stuff up. We'll see what changes they've made following the next game here. Argon almost getting another opportunity, getting an early goal there, but able to find that one on target. Penguin with no boost. Gets the mid boost, but loses to 50 to Argon. Straight to the midfield. King getting the clear to Monkey, but Domo's ready for this one. It's a touch coming out from Hotshot right to Domo to the backboard, but not the greatest pop-ups. The Penguin might have a chance here, but couldn't get it around the defender, and that was almost an opportunity for Professional Bystanders, but just couldn't capitalize.
So close once again for Professional Bystanders. Feels like so close is a recurring theme for this team right now, as I mean we've seen a couple opportunities in this year's alone where that ball was just lingering across the goal line. Notably at the end of last game, had the opportunity to equalize and just barely came up short. Now Luma Fan Club looking to strike for their first goal in game number 2. It's Hotshot. Strong 50 out to Domo. The shot isn't there, but it does find its way into the back of the net, and at the end of the day, that's really all that matters.
Yeah, and I think Monkey just didn't expect the shot to come out with the way it did, and he just wasn't able to turn his card back in time. His first goal, Domo. Domo striking first for, he led the charge here to Luma's Fan Club, as they now carry a 1-goal lead here.
One goal lead, and they proved to us last game, number 1, that one goal is more than enough for the Luma fan club. Looking to add another here, it's Hotshot and Argon, a massive dunk on the goal line. Allows for the follow-up from Domo, and that one had a lot more heat on it than the last defender was expecting. Especially with Argon, a massive dunk on the goal line, Penguin is forced to go out for it quickly, and King as well, but eventually it's all comes to naught, and you gotta give kudos to Argon there. I mean, he simply could not have had a better 50 in that situation.
Yeah, all credit to Oregon for that dunk, but that shot from Domo, though. I mean, Domo has been kind of being memed on as a tier 3, but he's been going crazy recently as he's filling his role. He's doing exactly what he needs to be done. And actually, quick shot from Oregon for the counter attack off the post. Domo with the follow, but blocked away from Monkey. Monkey King now on the transition. Not enough power, not enough accuracy to make that one threatening. As again, another opportunity for professional bystander just completely shut down for Luma's fan club as Hotshot adds in a third.
Yeah, I mean, history repeats itself. We saw this exact situation play out in game number 1. Luma fan club had the early lead, they added 2 more, and then by around halftime, they were sitting nice and pretty at 3-0. Later on, professional bystanders did get 2 back, but it wasn't enough, and we might see something similar here in game number 2. That is, if Hotshot doesn't have anything to say about it. We got Hotshot over to Penguin, a very tough read to make for Argon in that corner. Unfortunately, they're going to have to let that offensive play go as a long shot sends slightly wide. Hotshot there to deny it anyways. Penguin threading the backboard, but once again Hotshot all over. It seems like he's everywhere on the pitch. He's making the offense happen. He's protecting the backboard. Nothing else you can ask for from the tier 1 of Luma fan club.
Another little pass play coming out from King and Monkey, but this time it's not really as successful as the last time they pulled it off. Half the game remaining, they still need to score 3 goals to at least tie it up. Send us to an OT as Penguin to do everything he can to get that around Hotshot, but Hotshot, he's just paying patient, playing the back ball, but that's a good follow from Monkey Licious. Can this be an opportunity here? No, Penguin not getting able to get around that defender. King knows, keeping the pressure, sends it mid, back to Penguin, but a little double commitment on the offensive side of things for professional bystanders. Not what you want to see from them.
Yeah, they get the offensive opportunities, but it seems like they fall apart as quickly as they begin. Penguin, Monkey Licious is also up for this, potentially pre-jumping the backboard, but does send it wide. Hotshot, the clear, looking for a 50 from Argon, but King's there quicker. King, this may be a shot opportunity, but luckily the last defender makes it back in the nick of time for the Luma fan club, and whiffs all around the offensive end of the pitch. King, not the place, I mean the power was there, the placement wasn't in. Hotshot walks in the counter attack for a 4th.
I mean, they just sent everyone for this play. Professional bystander just not able to get the goal out of it. And well, when you send everyone to a play, you're gonna get scored on. Since yeah, that's just how it works. Luma's fan club just proving their dominance in the league in general. I mean, 5-0, and they're about to go up 2-0, and I'm pretty sure they're like 15-3 across the games as well. Like, they just might go 18-3 after this series, assuming it's another sweep.
Yeah, I mean, it's really looking like that, adding another sweep to their repertoire, as we saw a sweep from them the last time we had them on stream. Penguin denied by Hotshot once again. Domo. It's gonna rotate back the long way around as Argon rotates in to pass it off to Hotshot. Hotshot, a little bit of space to work with, but unfortunately, play was a little bit too far ahead of him to score a 50. However, it's going all the way back around. Domo, another shot lobbed towards target as Luma fan club inching towards their 5th goal. They haven't found it yet, but they're getting closer. Every second, professional bystanders, still no answer.
And now they're just stuck in the defensive half of their things. They really gotta get this ball out of here, but that dunk from Domo's not gonna help them out. King rushing back, getting the control though, but not able to get the flick. It's immediately deleted by his predecessor, Domo. It's Penguin on the dribble, can't get the flick. No, he can't find a flick. He's got the 50, but a double commitment coming out of professional bystanders on a counter-attack passing play, but Argon not able to find a contact on the ball.
Yeah, you'd think that 1v1 opportunity had to be a goal, if anything, from professional bystanders, and I think it's safe to say that game number 2 is pretty done and dusted, as professional bystanders now going to have to figure out the solution for the reverse sweep against an undefeated Luma fan club. And like you said earlier, that 15-3, I believe you said, that record is clearly nothing to scoff at. King is going to get one for the road, but I don't know if that's going to improve their mental at this point, because the Luma fan club has just been absolutely rolling the Bystanders. And if one goal helps their mental, that's great. But in this case, I don't particularly see it happening, Mini.
Yeah, I just straight out a team gap. What can we say, man? Nothing professional bystanders can do differently to actually win this. No, but I feel like they just gotta be more confident. Start sending monkey lunches for the ball, become a nuisance. Because the game one, there were so many like opportunities that Monkey brought out to his team. There were just no actual follow up in game one and game two. It was just a complete mess for professional bystanders, and they just gotta just lock back in and make this game 3 interesting, because I want to see all 5 games in this series.
You know, as much as we wish for it, I don't think it's happening, Mini.
No,
I don't
AC,
think...
you must have faith, man. You
You're right,
must.
Mini. You're right. I'll have
Or
faith.
we're casters. We're supposed to have faith in the impossible.
You're right, you're right. I mean, I was rooting for professional bystanders. I was hoping they'd get a game, and this is really their time to shine. Penguin, he's been getting some good looks, especially with the 1v1 opportunities. We saw the flick attempt earlier, but you're gonna have to rely on some more of those 1v1 opportunities. Penguin's gonna have to look to capitalize on some of those, and especially you can't let those counter attacks from the midfield happen, especially Argon lobbing it over the heads of 2 defenders. Finds his way towards our first for Luma Fan Club, not even 10 seconds into game number 3.
Yeah, they just gotta push their goal away and just immediately just start focusing stuff, getting ready to just play the rest of the game out. You're down by 1. It's been common for the entire series so far, but a second goal immediately from a mistouch coming out from Penguin. It's looking rough, Wasty, and yeah.
I like to use the phrase "a mountain to climb," but in terms of mountain to climbs, this one might be called Everest, as professional bystanders going to definitely be struggling on the mental game. Luma Fan Club seem to have full confidence. Argon's lobbing in shot after shot whenever possible. It's hot shot over to Domo. Domo, shot barely off target, doesn't find the follow-up either. But I don't think it matters at this point. Luma Fan Club clearly goofing around the voice chat, having a good time, and when it comes down to that, you already know they're gonna take home the cake, take home the W. Professional bystanders, don't know if they have that in them. They're gonna have to find anything to get their mental back up if they want an opportunity at taking this game. But with Hotshot just absolutely dicing up the defense in the midfield, starting to look like a little bit of a lost cause.
Professional bystanders, like, yeah, the Luma's Fan Club, they may be trolling a little bit, but that's your opportunity to strike. But then again, these whiffs on the defense from professional bystanders, it's not going to help them at all, Wasty, as this game seems to be already out of hand.
Yep, I believe that's a hat-trick here for Argon already for game number 3. Saw the 1-2-1 play from Hotshot and Argon back in their first series, back on Monday of week 1, and now we see the 1-2-1 yet again, except this time it's Argon putting in the dagger. Domo looking to add another hotshot, gonna sink this one top bin, and professional bystanders waving the white flag at this point. 4-0 lead, and Mini, it's not even been a minute and a half.
So, Wasty, how is the Terraria grind going?
You're right, let's talk about that. So, Terraria guys, grind's going good. Owen's actually sitting in our server grinding right now while I cash this game. So when I get back, I think we're gonna fight the Eye of Cthulhu.
Oh, good luck on that. Good luck on that.
Man.
Yeah, are you guys on normal mode? Are you guys on master mode? What are you guys doing?
We're on Revengeance for Calamity.
Oh, let's go.
I don't know what that is in terms of normal words. I think it's expert. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Is it expert? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, professional bystanders might as well be playing on expert mode for this match, because they're having a pretty rough time going against the top league, or sorry, top team in the league right now. Call that a Revengeance mode of your own. Yep, not too much left to say here, chat, I'm afraid, as our casting can only do so much for professional bystanders. We'll keep telling the game as it is, but for what it's worth, I can't say this one is going very far. Professional bystanders, they don't have much of a beat in the step anymore. It seems like they're playing the game just to play the game. Luma Fan Club is just bearing down on offense, not letting any hole escape them. This might be an opportunity though. Bank1, he can't.
Okay.
Thank God. I mean, Pancon missed the mark. At least Monkeylicious is there to clean it up.
I was gonna be so sad if this did not turn into a goal, man. Like, that point, you just leave the game, right? And then, like, I went off the board. What you see, I wish RLCS wildcards. I wish that round one matchup happened sooner, so I know exactly what to do when games like this start so happening.
Dude, 100%. Like, then I would know how to cast it. But
Because
instead, we're here just chilling.
having a good time, talking about anything but this game. Oh, but that's a bump from King right to Domo, but that's not on target.
Oh,
But King might have another opportunity here. Can he get this around? Penguin is up, scoops up to the backboard. Monkey Religious for the follow, but the shot is weak. Opportunities for professional bystanders, but as I've been saying all series, they were so
oh
close,
no.
and it's so.
I mean, I think, yeah, you can probably hear the disappointment in our voices, chat, as this one is sadly, looks like it's coming to an end. Luma Fan Club, 5-1 now, an even more dominant performance in game number 3 compared to the last 2 games, and that's a very high bar, mind you. Game number 2 was an absolute blowout from Luma Fan Club, and the fact that they're still adding more just goes to show you how powerful this team is. In terms of the roster, it's pitifully average, but they work together so well. Maybe it's comebackable though, it really depends on this next kickoff, they're gonna need a couple in their favor. But finally Penguin's putting up some numbers on the board, King as well, doing a good job getting that one out central. But this kickoff, likely gonna be everything here, Professional Bystanders want even an opportunity at a comeback. And they faked it.
They faked the kickoff. The BM, man. The absolute BM. Actually wild from Luma's fan club, but hey, man. What can we really do? They're the top team in the league. They can party toy with their food just a little bit.
I mean, to be fair, very viable strategy there. The fake kickoff, the new Professional Bystanders were going to be looking for a strong win on the outside of the kickoff. And to fake it is, I mean, that just guarantees possession for the Luma fan club, and that's exactly what they were looking for to lock out this game. Only a minute on the clock, and Everest is the analogy I used earlier, but now it's even taller than that. That Professional Bystanders want anything to work with here. Monkeylicious sends it mid, no follow-up from Professional Bystanders though, and you can see how much time Hotshot's taking in the midfield. He elects to take it from one side of the pitch all the way to the other wall just because he can. That's the stage that Luma Fan Club are at right now in this series, Mini.
Show over, man. Run's dead. Ryu. My run was so kill, man. Professional bystanders. It just maybe they just need more like practice together, right? Maybe it just Penguin just needs to get used to his role still. What could potentially like help fix this team, what you see? Because I don't know.
I mean, it's just, they were just missing the marks just ever so slightly. I mean, Penguin, you can see a couple of missed touches off the backboard throughout the course of this series, a couple of missed opportunities as well. Monkeylicious was playing quite well though. I mean, I was a big fan of how Monkeylicious is playing. It feels like he was almost the main striker this series on the side of Professional Bystanders. But it's Hotshot and Argon. I mean, these guys on the pitch are just phenomenal.
One day we will see this team fall, and it would not
Hopefully.
be tonight.
Yeah, it's not tonight. They're gonna move up to 6-0. Honestly,
18-3.
do we even
Do we interview?
Okay,
No.
we'll do the interview for the sake of saying hi to them, but I don't really have any questions.
I
Alright, what is up, Luma Fan Club? We literally talked to you guys like last night, so I have 0 new questions, so I basically just came to say hi.
Hi, Wacy. How you doing, man?
Hello, it's pretty good. It's been a long day, but it was a pretty good game overall. Congrats on the sweep, congrats on 6-0.
At least I made it very fast for you.
It was a very fast game, I will give you that. Even though you guys were scoring a lot, it did end pretty quickly. Wait, there's another game? Is there one after this?
No, there's just a scrim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna cast a scrim. GG's Luma Fan Club. I don't really have any questions for you guys, I just came to say hi. You got any questions?
Yeah, whole team. Undefeated the whole season, or is there one team that actually might have a chance to take you down?
I mean, I think the one team that I thought would actually have a chance to beat us, we got really lucky to play at the beginning of the season, and they had no clue what they were doing and calm and collected. So I don't think there's a team we lose to this season.
You don't think 2 goals 1 cup might be a similar threat, or?
No, I think they're
Okay.
frauds.
Fair
Okay.
enough. Well, you heard it here first. Lots of Luma Fan Club. GG's Luma Fan Club in 3. See you guys around.
You're
So, man, thank you
GG's.
for coming here, game.
Pretty quick interview for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up that prediction. Congrats to holy moly, I mean that's the most one-sided prediction I've seen. I mean, fair enough, I guess, fair enough. GG's, and thank you guys to everyone who watched. And before we end the stream, I'm gonna go give a quick shout out to all of our supporters. If they may or may not be watching, all of our Twitch Patreons. That's gonna be Senior Brightside and Anna, who have been putting in so much in the form of the donated subs, as well as all of our server boosters, Arav, Anna, Domo, Green, Hotshot, Luma, Mini, Deso. Thank you guys all so much for all the support. The prize pool will be announced this Monday, the coming Monday. If you guys are interested in supporting the prize pool, shoot me a DM on Discord. That's going to be Discord handle Waycey, Waycey. If you're interested in supporting the prize pool, shoot me a DM, shoot me a DM, shoot me a DM. Mini, I think that's going to be it for me, man. Any last words?
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. I'm so sleepy. Alright,
Alright,
chat.
see ya.
Hope you guys had a good night, chat. That was a Mini co-casting with me, and I believe that's going to wrap it up for us. You can see our final standings on the board as soon as they get refreshed. It's going to happen later tonight. Luma Fan Club 6-0, coming in second place. It's 2 goals, 1 cup, 4-1. And sitting at third, the only other undefeated team thus far is Team Pickle, 2-0. Pretty competitive league, especially in the upper end. Still don't know who's going to take the top 4, but let me know what you guys think. Anyways, have a good night, chat. Hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I did. See you next time.